Hey everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Thracia, where we get 70-76 negative level ups. I'm here with Raisins to play Chapter 19. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Has anyone actually been keeping track of how many negative stat procs we've gotten? If it's around 776, I actually wonder. But
I
I
pitied a
mean,
fool, let me just say that.
I know I'm gonna say that now. Someone's gonna go back and start doing it from chapter one, and
Uh-huh,
it's like maybe chapter five. But oh no,
yeah.
I'm not doing this anymore.
You could probably do it in the time it takes to scroll through this entire map though, because, this is the longest vertical scroll I've seen in my entire life for a map preview.
I know. What is it? Star Wars? Come on, bro. Can I?
Speaking of Star Wars and good stories, the idea of this map is that you have two armies, one up here, and the other half is down here, so two halves of an army, I should say. After Leif reconquered Leinster, his homeland, he wanted to do this battle to help, I think, the army of Ulster or something. But unfortunately, he sent like half of his troops ahead, and then the next ones came the next day. But it turns out they were outnumbered and getting screwed, so he had to get the hell out of here, which is this army representing. And Leif is up here, here to, bring reinforcements and help him out. But really, there's no reason to engage with this army. You just need to run away. There's one thing you have to do, really, which is recruit one of these paladins that's going to pop up in this army. They're not visible right now. And maybe get some houses, and that's about it. So that's what we're going to try to do. Like, if a game chapter incentivizes me to not, fight my way through, I will happily take their advice any day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no.
So we're going to do that. Low press.
Just get out of there.
Yes, let's get out of here. That's the plan. So it won't be a very long episode, but it will be an exciting one because we're going to be running away with our tail between our legs for the entire thing. And I don't think there's a whole lot to say here. I didn't show you Rains's, so I'm just going to show you right now. I did promote Tina. I went back and promoted Tina at the end of the chapter. That's all I changed, though. That's all I changed. So she's promoted down.
I see. So these stats is through magic, 1 skill, 1 speed. Yeah. So we spoke very briefly at the start about how some versions of the ROM hack would keep track of your negative levels below 0 and then take that into account with your promotion. Is that happening here, or is this just the game?
No.
Okay.
It's just once it hit 0, it just stops tracking anything. Basically, it 6 at 0, doesn't level down anymore, and then once you promote, you get some more stats. It will start tracking again, basically. But this 3 magic, I think, is all I need. I do need to do some magic boostering on her in chapter 20, probably. I'm probably gonna have to deploy her for chapter 20, but we'll talk about chapter 20 when we get to chapter 20. Maybe the run will die here. Maybe you don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I doubt it. You've done pretty well so far. Everyone is already Augustus.
Yeah, this is not the chapter that I expect to lose a run on, if anything. If that's even possible, I don't know. So as I said, we have to recruit one of these paladins. Connemore is here. He wouldn't have been here if we killed him all the way back in chapter 16. But unfortunately, he managed to run away with his Nihil manual. So now we have to deal with his shenanigans, like his movement star being here once again.
His 4 authority,
yeah. So we did kind of do his character analysis already today, so we're not going to do that one. But we do have another character here in Amalda who we can recruit with Sleuth. So this gives me an excuse to not use Sleuth for a warp and instead use a less accurate character, which is always for great content. So let's bring over Sleuth with a warp from Salem and hope it works. Please don't miss. Ah, nice. That was a hit. Scroll.
Yeah.
Scroll back up.
Scroll back up. Get the XP. Scroll back down.
Let's see if we
Okay.
use the unit list here. What's his face? Sleuth.
There you go.
Does that work? No, that didn't work. Ah, shit. Okay, time to scroll, I guess. Time to scroll. All right.
This isn't GBA.
I hope you don't have motion sickness. Let's talk to Amalda.
All right. Cool. And we get to talk. Nice. Well done.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, this is very big achievement right here. Big achievement. I'm very proud.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a oh, there you go, even better. But this is a recruitable character that you have to get, and this is also an A route and B route difference. Is that because of the route that we chose? I think we went A route.
Yeah,
we get Amalda.
Yeah,
as opposed to getting Connemore here, and
yeah,
we could have killed Connemore earlier, but we killed one of his calves, and they all got scared.
Yeah, I don't think the trick was gonna work again, unfortunately. Pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, if we had Miranda instead from B route, we'd be able to warp her here instead and talk to Connemore. But that is not the case. But it's a good trade-off because we get Amalda instead. I'm curious to hear your first impression on this one. Even though I think I've told you a little bit about her already. But let's see. Yeah, let's see what you got.
We did see her earlier when Ralph and Amalda were kind of fighting in the forest earlier, and we saw her working with with Ralph, that is.
Yeah.
And like they're both doing cool. It's like, wow, we get both these units now. Like now we only get Ralph, and I was pretty happy with that, to be honest with you. To be honest, I'm kind of on the fence because like, okay, looking at it now, like in the in-game UI, I think it looks a whole lot better. Like she's actually looking like a much better unit. When I was looking at her on the wiki, I saw these stats. I was like, what the heck is this unit? I think it's kind of bad. But I mean, she's got what? A-rank swords, so gotta be all right. Oh yeah, female paladins don't have lances.
Yeah.
It's like, where the heck is her lance rank? But no, female paladins don't have lances. She just has C-rank stabs, so you can use like heal, mend, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard. It's really hard for me to evaluate this unit because, like, I don't want to say, you know, Lamau, she's just another pre-promoted paladin, you know, like get behind Glade, but like, but that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. She also doesn't. She also doesn't strike me quite like a Isadora type character, because I feel like her bulky stats like strength, defense, con are like just a bit too high to make that direct comparison. So it's really hard for me to say. Gosh, I wish I could say something smart about this unit, but like,
don't worry, she's a mysterious unit. She's a mysterious unit. I think she combines some good traits from the paladins that we have, like the kind of the flunky like paladins, like Fred and Glade and stuff. Because you know she's a paladin and she has high sword rank like Fred and a leadership star like Glade. But she also has some traits that you would find on our staff users because she has C-rank staff. So that enables physic and mend, I guess. But most importantly, I think is sleep and her magic, which is like pretty high for a paladin. But you know, female paladins are supposed to be like the troubadours, I guess. Yeah. They promote from troubadours basically, so they're kind of high magic. But the great thing about a sword user that can also use staves is they can use the fire sword, and when you equip that, they get +5 magic. And so she actually has 18 base magic, which is actually higher than all my other units combined. Well, not combined, but like more than all my other units. And so she's actually one of the best units to overcome enemy magic when you're trying to like put them to sleep or silence them or whatever. Of course, this magic will go down if her, 50% magic growth procs, but it's a pretty low growth, so it's not going to happen all that much. And that gives her a lot of staff utility. She can't use silence because that is B, but sleep is still very useful for that. And in addition, she'll also be able to provide other utility like restore or what else is there, like physic, like I already said. And you know, if you actually want to staff grind her, you can. I wouldn't recommend it. And also she's decent at combat because you know she can use A-rank swords. You can use like a Kingmaker, Master Sword, Fire Sword can use for combat, of course. So she's not bad at fighting either. I'm gonna try not to let her do it because I really want to preserve this 30% magic. I don't want to get screwed over there. But I expect to field her a lot. I think she's actually one of the most important units for endgame if I can manage to stack her magic high enough to beat out the enemies, because the thresholds for that are really high, but I think it's possible. I just haven't looked into exactly how I'm going to be doing it. It will rely on some shenanigans I'll explain later, but I think she'll be very important for those things in particular.
So
but,
I guess I was really underestimating that C-rank stabs then, because like...
Well, you have to know about the fire sword thing. If you don't know about that, it doesn't look very overwhelming. Plus, like, you haven't seen the late game, so how are we supposed to know that she's really good at that specific bit, right?
Yeah, well, I was also thinking, like, late game. Isn't a bunch of these, like, upcoming maps indoors? But I've actually gone in and, like, looked at the maps, and it was like, it's about 50-50, right? Like, you know.
I actually don't know if she loses magic indoors, but I don't think she does. Sometimes units lose stats when they go indoors. Dean notoriously loses a bunch of stats when he goes indoors. And also, you might have noticed that her army just turned green. They belong to Frege, but they also mostly just belong to her. They have no more leader actually, but they're still like they're gonna fight for us, which gives us the opportunity to run away with our Amalda here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab Scrooooooolliiiiiin. He got a movement star, and I could rewarp him away, but I'd rather he not get experience for no reason. So I'm gonna fly away here with Amalda and keep animation on. She won't be fighting for now. While we're doing unit analysis, I owe you another one here with Misha, but I should probably mount her first. Yeah, and if I mount her, I've learned that she can only move this far, and I can mount her here. You can see there's a bit of a problem with that with this Arch Knight over here that'll just shoot her down. So I have to delay it a little bit longer, if you'll excuse me, but it will eventually come up. There will be a Misha analysis on this show, trust me.
Yes, we will get it soon, guys. Don't worry. And we will click on this unit. Wait, don't we need to say the green units here?
Yeah, so I'm gonna prioritize the blue units over the green units because
fair.
Fun fact, I'll show it later, but the green units, if they all escape, you get a Master Seal, which at this point I do not need, so I'm not super worried about them. And there's actually good reasons why you should not be worried about them either, but I think it's funnier to show that than to actually do that. Move you here, And we're gonna... I think this is the way to
The
go
back
with
one
her.
first. I think so, and then do like a take drop, I think.
Yeah, and then after that she can fly away. And then these green units, I'll use them as a bit of a shield because, you know, I am a war criminal. So take, drop.
Hey,
move
we're
up.
not the one killing them, alright? I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that's true. That's true. Don't blame the attempt at saving me. And Karen can get a couple houses here. These houses are not very good, but they're in reach and they have nothing else to do, so we might as well. I can move some of these mounted
like,
units down here.
We should have deployed, who is it? Sylphina and Kane and Alba. Robert here. Should have deployed them.
Possibly. I mean, they're not actually terrible deploys here. The thing is, though, these mounted units are going to chase after you, and they have more move than you do. Like, these have 10 move at base, which is insane. I think the Archknight is 11, so they have a lot of reach.
I was talking about at the fort in the northeast.
Oh, yeah, maybe. The reason I deployed the units I did is kind of because it worked out with my formation order. We're gonna get some brigands here that are trying to chase us. So if you play with the reordering patch on, you can obviously just deploy more convenient units at the bottom. Like you wouldn't have like Trude in there, and who else is there? Like Homer, I think I was deployed there. That was just because the order worked out that way. That's like one of the key differences if you're playing with or without reordering. Like when I say reordering, what I mean is like a traditional Fire Emblem, you can like change your formation however you want. Whereas in this game, only the order of the units that you have is capable of like changing who goes where, which you can't manipulate as easily. So I play without reordering whenever I can. I didn't do it last map. This map I didn't reorder anything. But if you try to use that to your advantage, then you'll have a much easier time. You can like put like, I don't know, I could have put Dean at the bottom or something, or someone else with like a lot of mobility. One thing I did too is I made sure I have one flyer at the bottom, in this case Edda, so that she could snag that house in the bottom left, top left of the screen right now, because the bottom houses have the best treasure in general. And they can sneak in there quite well, especially because these green units are distracting the enemy right now, so that gives us a couple of extra turns. All these troubadours have Miracle, which means that every time they get in combat, they have like a luck times 3 chance to just avoid all lethal combat. At least I think it's on a per combat basis, what the description says, and I know Little Master does like excessive research into it, so I think it's correct. So oftentimes they'll survive even when they have no right to, which I find quite hilarious.
All these troubadours and mage knights too.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Yeah, I think they also have killing edges, so they can get some like funky crits every now and then. And,
they just blow them out. What class promotes into mage knight? Hold up. I've only ever seen promoted mage knights.
Yeah, in this game there are some mages that promote into mage knight. Miranda is one of them. I actually think that's the only one, thinking about it, because Asbel becomes a sage. And I don't think there's any other mages that I'm forgetting. I mean, Homer is a bard.
Female thing, right?
I mean, I guess you could say it is, but this game is programmed on a per unit basis, but it could be that it's intended to be a male-female distinction. Yeah, she just dodged in her sleep. This guy dodging in her sleep.
Well,
nice
get
stuff.
wrecked.
Yeah, this boss is Meteor, so she's probably fucked. Oh, easy dodge the boss.
Easy dodge. So are green units gonna ever fight back or no? Yo, capture.
For Ulster. I don't know. Oh!
Oh my god.
Like I said, Miracle's on a per combat basis, so the moment the first one misses, you know the next 3 are gonna miss too, and it's gonna look even more humiliating.
Oh, wow.
Get wrecked. And yeah, Conomore I think is one of those bosses that just doesn't capture, so that's why he was forced to go for combat there. Clearly didn't work out for him. But they're going after Conomore, wow. Wow, he's gonna get buzzed. I think they ought to kill one mage now. What the hell? This guy just bombed around with Conomore.
The Mal get wrecked. Do they have Adept or no? I know Miranda does.
No, I think Conomore's
which we didn't even mention.
No, I think Conomore's a cost worked against him there.
Oh no.
That's the only explanation I can think of. Oh, Conomore... It's weird, because Conomore does get weighed down by his Master Lance, but if he had a Master Lance, he would have just, you know, countered and killed the guy. And I'm pretty sure this Mage Knight does not have more HP than Conomore, so maybe it can't have been a cost. We can't really check anymore because he's dead. But I'll check the Mage Knight after this long phase is over. Now, I think because they have to, like, rapiers or killing edges, they're gonna go after... Oh, nice. Please kill that threat. I hate that guy. He has 11 move.
The hero Mage Knight. They finished what we started.
Yeah. Well, we tried to start anyway. Alright, good job, boys.
To be fair, I think they've killed about as many calves as we did, so...
Maybe he would have run away now. Alright, let's get a book. Whatever it does.
Get a book.
Yeah,
there you go.
Book.
Oh,
that's
kind of a good book, actually.
I mean, I was hoping for a secret book personally, but they don't exist in this game, so...
Ah, right.
Shucks. Let's see, let's get Edda to get this bottom house. I think it's the bottommost house. Yes, this should give me a good item here. And actually, I need to check another house, because I think the contents of like which house is which matters here. I'm gonna get another house for sure.
You can't get all of them, then?
Could you load up water real quick while I do the other moves? Because I would actually
Yes,
need to know what these houses have. I'm gonna get one of them with Amalda and the other one with Edda. So let's move you up. Need to optimize my movement a little bit so that I don't get the others don't catch up to me. So you go over here. I don't think I need to pick up Misha anymore. I think I'm gonna mount with her.
Okay, I got the villages ready when you're good to go.
Okay, we'll do Misha right after this. Okay.
Okay, so from northernmost of this little group here to bottommost.
Yes.
It is speed ring, pure water, heal.
All right, give me that speed ring.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd make that choice.
And I might just get the pure water, I guess. Heal is worth.
I mean, it's on the way. Like,
yeah. You go. All right, let us finally give her that steed that she's been wanting. And now we can look at our full stats. So, this is Misha.
Time.
Been here for a couple chapters.
We finally have her.
Yes.
Well, we didn't give her a weapon, but I mean...
That's okay. She can use all, like, lances right now.
Yeah, A swords, A lances, that seems kind of good. I mean, look, I remember all the way back when we got Karen, I was like, are fires really that good? Because think about the arrive objective, you got to get everyone there. But like, having seen a lot of the maps and a lot of the side objectives, I can definitely say like, okay, yeah, fires are probably like kind of good. Like just having a unit that can cart units around or get to villages or like just do stuff is like probably going to be pretty important. Obviously, she's like our fourth one now. Like, we've had Karen, we've had Edda, we've had Dean, and probably Dean is kind of surpassing this unit in combat. Like, I don't really know what Dean's stats are right now, but probably doing a bit better than this unit in combat. Although, I mean, like, I guess there's still things like, so her speed plus con is 22. What's Dean's speed plus con?
He's not fielded right now, so I can't check, but I can tell you he's a lot slower than Misha for sure.
Okay.
I think their strength might be roughly equal because Dean has had so many growths.
Yeah,
might be the case.
Maybe it's unfair to make the comparison for that, especially like for people at home who are just trying to make their like regular playthroughs or the regular first playthroughs. Like probably by now Dean is like just way better than Misha.
I think
for sure. I mean, like,
yeah. I think for Misha, I think she would rise like a tier for every chapter she's available earlier because she joins right after a stretch where flyers are super, super good. Like, I think Edda is better than Misha, even though Misha runs circles around Edda stat-wise. Misha is only on A route and she only joins at the end of chapter 17. So the first chapter you can use her is 18, which is indoors. Next one is 19, where, I mean, her role in this chapter is running away, and that's not because she's dismounted, that's just the role of this chapter, everyone in general. And 20 is a defense chapter that has a lot of ballistas involved, so it might be trickier to utilize her there. I think I'm going to try to use her there, if not only just to show her off. And after that, I have trouble thinking of good things for her to do. There's like a couple like really small things that flyers can do from here on out, but a lot of chapters are indoors, a lot of chapters are staff heavy, so it's hard to fit her in there. Like, she really just missed the boat on good chapters to be a flyer in. Stat-wise, she's kind of okay though. Her movement is like 1 above average from what would be expected of her class. She has A-rank swords, really high magic as well, so she can use the wind sword that she comes with, or some other magic sword to do some decent damage. Her strength is a bit lower, but she can also use like other good swords. I just named them all again, like Kingmaker, Brave Sword, Armor Slayer, whatever you want her to do. She can use all those things. There's not many opportunities for her to utilize those, but if you wanted a combat unit at this point in the game, because you're actually engaging with all the maps, then she's probably half decent. There's just not too much of it left, but it's chapter 19 right now. She's chapter 20, 21, 21X, 22, 23, 24, 24X if you want to go there, and final. So there is a decent stretch of the game left where combat can be good. So she might actually see some use in this playthrough too, because I just have not many alternatives. But I usually don't make as much use as Misha, and I think for a growth playthrough, you'll probably have a lot of units that are better than her. But I'm not saying she's not very good. I'm just saying I haven't found much of a use for her. I guess you would put it as like dubious, but yeah, that's how I view her.
Slightly dubious uses for her. I think the only I was trying to like use my imagination and think like times in last chapter, or times in this chapter, or times in some of the other ones where she can be good. And you're gonna hate me for this, Mekkah. But if you get the chance to dismount her, we kind of want to see her dismounted stats, because actually just looks like a foot sword unit with A rank swords. Like it doesn't look terrible. Like, she's got 6
No.
moves, she's got air swords,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, she loses some stats, but I think, like, even compared to Ralph, her speed, her strength, her defense, and like all of her fighting stats are like not atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted an A rank swordfoot user,
Oh, got captured. Yeah, I think if she'll probably see play in final chapter at the very least, so you'll get to see them for sure. Maybe in chapter 20 as well. I'm not going to dismount her here because we'll lose her ground against these people that are chasing us, or will be chasing us once these green guys are dead. So right now it's not a very convenient time to show it off, but I think her speed is fine. I think bulk-wise she's a bit worse off than Ralph, and the fact that she cannot use axes might be a bit annoying, because Ralph can use some really good axes, like the Master Axe, for instance, that we got, I think will be very handy to have, and that's something that Misha cannot do. You'll find that, like, in Final Chapter specifically, you really want to be using physical ranged weapons there for a particular bit, as opposed to magical weapons, and the only ranged weapons that Misha can use indoors are magical weapons, so that's like a specific thing that annoys me a bit about her. Also, nice job, Troubadour, you're doing work right here. But it's all very context dependent. Like, it's really hard to judge FE5 units in a vacuum, but you're doing a decent job at it, from what I can tell. Like, you're learning every new map, you know, hey, what's going on here? I guess we could talk a little bit about the formation around the boss here. So on my first playthrough, I actually raised units strong enough to fight these units. Not because I specifically wanted to fight these, I just like RNG abuse, save state abuse, scroll abuse, everything to make it through there. And
yeah, we never really checked them. Like,
yeah.
Is this like one of those barons with 20 and everything? Oh no!
Basically.
No!
Oh no, not the villages. Anyway.
I know. What was in those anyway?
I don't know. I didn't plan on getting them. I think that, like I said, the top houses are not very good. They are like iron weapons and I don't know, just basic tomes like that wind tome I got for free. Nothing.
The center left ones. It was the silver sword and a killer lance.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have a full killer lance somewhere, and I don't even think that will be used up. Silver sword, I just got a fresh one, so yeah, I'm not super worried about those ones. It is like they're interesting like ways to, like, the game almost tries to distract you from the main objective, which is running away. Oh no, another blizzard hit. But yeah, this whole area is super dangerous for these units, because the blizzards all put you to sleep, like you can see here, and that's just a death sentence here. Like you can see there, and the boss has meteor. This is not a boss, like you said. I'm not a baron with like 20 and everything, basically. We'll have to fight one next chapter anyway, but this one I think I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, no, like it doesn't look like you could even get like Dagdar down safely to do a silly hammer shenanigans.
Dagdar gets destroyed. He hates this kind of magic. He hates blizzard. He hates meteor. He probably wouldn't have cost because his HP is not high enough. But if he got to a cost, he wouldn't love to. And there's like 3 generals there as well. I think they all have ranged weapons. I can check them out real quick because
Yo, can you turn around and save the civilians?
No. they can walk up there themselves. Yeah, 3 Master Lance guys right here. Did this guy use a Vuln? Really? Oh, he didn't. Okay, never mind. Never mind. There's the boss. Yeah, just like I said, 20 in every stat.
Pretty much.
You can get 2 free Vulns if you want.
There you go. Steal them.
You got this. Okay.
All right. It was the.
I want the pure water.
The northern one.
Northern one. All right.
Yeah, the one square directly above it. There we go.
Here we go.
I was like, what?
Fighting for free. Yep. Yeah, we're not getting paid here.
Yeah.
Run.
We never. Actually, I think we should become mercenaries. FE9 playthrough next? No, I'm kidding.
Come here. Okay, so just go up here, I suppose. These thieves, they destroy the villages I don't care about, but they really don't get in my way, guys. Just don't get in my way. I'm trying to get through here. Alright, run.
Just don't block my movement.
Yeah. I guess one great trait about Misha is that she can run away faster than other units because she does ignore terrain, which is convenient here. Let's get this other house.
She is good in this map.
Flying for city. Get the healer staff. And we can go here and help out a little bit. We can like rescue people a little bit.
And the Falconets in this game can't use staves.
Yeah, so that would be really good if you could use staves. Like 13 magic flying staff user. Give me that any day.
From Misha.
Yeah.
She'd basically be Amalda then, you know?
Yeah, flying Amalda. Like, I think they have the same magic, don't they? I think they both had 13. Cause,
13 and 13, yeah.
Oh, that's a Vuln use.
Alright.
That guy's very far up, but I think we're still way ahead. Like, they haven't even reached the kit yet.
What? Wait, what?
I think that one had a troubadour captured, so he's like running away with the captured units.
Oh, okay.
That's that. That's the way their AI works. Once they capture someone, they try to run away.
Does the girl have wrath or something? She keeps on like.
They have a killing edge, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if she doubles someone, she has like a 50 shot at critting someone.
I think we chose the worst green army here. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Nah, these are the best. I don't think Conomor's army has miracle. These are the best guys.
Okay, yeah, but they have like master lances.
I guess. Come on, baby. You can do this. I don't really like the positioning where she's like next to the Master Lance General, but other than that, you know, she's gaming. She's distracting for longer than I thought. I tried it out if I could outrun these guys, and they definitely could, even if these troopers were already dead at this point. So I'm very impressed that they managed to hold on longer than in my quick trial that I did. Come on.
You thought it was gonna be like that, that one scene in FE8 where they just like smack all the green units and.
Yeah, you mean like the Orion's Bolt chapter, the Novala spider thing?
I was thinking about the one that takes place in the Tower of Oni, that one cutscene.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I know what you mean. The one where they shatter the second stone. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna spoil Mekkah.
Oh wow. Oh no, the thing that's named in the game. Oh, goodbye.
No, there's 5 of them.
Let's go. Get the other one too. Get that Great Knight out of here. Oh, they're so good. Holy shit. Best green units ever. Oh, come on. You can crit that one too. Watch them like break their killing edges just because they fight so much. Don't get hit. No.
To be fair, they didn't kill Conomor. What?
I think the guy's like a hammer. What the hell? No, Freege. No. My beloved. No. Nice dodge. These are the longest enemy phases we've had. Come on.
I know. See an interactive cutscene.
Oh wait, I was expecting Meteor. It was Blizzard. It was me, Blizzard.
Blizzard. Easy. Just...
Blizzard Entertainments. Do you guys not have phones?
Right. Here we go.
Nope. We live in. All right, go to the forest. Go to the forest.
Very entertaining.
To the forest. Do it.
Nah. Kill the ballista.
Vulnerary. Anything. Anything. Well, that's something, I guess. Crit. Don't die. Ugh.
Oh.
Forest. Do it, please.
Forest.
Oh, come on. That's not a good spot. Okay.
That's the opposite of a forest.
I mean, she will force them to move down a bit, I guess.
So.
That's all we'll go with. What do you have? Killing edge. All right. I forgot to check the Mage Knight earlier. My apologies. Oh, there's a pole axe. That's right.
No wonder. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That explains their death.
You're right that it is an effective weapon. So.
I got it half
Steel
correct.
tornado. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. All right. Calm down with the plans. Let's see. Let's just fly up here. Walk up here. Actually, no. Let's walk up here to give ourselves more options. Keep using these civilians as a shield, as an honorable knight would do. Run through here.
When you deploy your units, do you deploy in the south first or in the north first, or is it like a 50-50 split, basically?
It's if you're talking about like the order of things, you have like a minimum deployment of 16. And
oh, okay.
So yeah, like to force you to not just go, okay, I'm just deploying Leif and then I'm leaving. And then it goes like, I don't know if this is the correct way, but it goes back and forth. It like one goes up top and then the next one goes on bottom. So like evens end up one place and odds up in the other. I forgot which is which. I think Leif is on top, so probably like 2 is bottom and then 3 is top again, etc, etc, etc. Something like that. So that way the game forces you to have like some of your units you care about at the bottom. Although if you make a good arrangement, you can make sure that no one you care about is at the bottom. You just escape turn 1, or use a couple of rescue staves or rewarp staves to get units to safety. Like someone like, if you have like a Lenoan with A-rank staves, for instance, or say Safi or anyone, you can give them rewarp staff and just warp them up top, and then they're out of here in no time at all. And
wait, we haven't have Lenoan or no? Or
yeah, I haven't been using her at all. Like ever since chapter 15, I think is the only time I ever deployed her. I could.
Yeah, because we got her. We're like, we need to preserve this 7 magic. I think, right?
Yeah, it was something like that.
She has C-rank stats.
Yeah, she's gonna promote in chapter 21, so a little sooner than like back then. I'm wondering if I do need the A stabs after all, but we'll see. I haven't used warp a whole lot because my units can't afford to do the things I usually do with them with warp. Like usually I use warp to like boss kill, but I can't warp a boss killer in and expect them to come up top against like all these Pavis barons we've been fighting for like 10 turns with Dactyr and a hammer and just please hit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of these playthroughs. And I find it too whenever I do some kind of challenge playthrough that limits my stats or limits my ability to like really fight or cheese maps. Is like warp just kind of gets a bit less valuable. Really, a lot of movement tech just gets a bit less valuable.
Yes.
Because you're like, oh, normally you don't just bung in here, you just warp in here, but like, if your units aren't strong enough to do that, you basically just have a fancy repositioning tool.
Yeah.
That your brain tells you can do better, so you just want to conserve it.
I mean, I would love to use it for like funny shenanigans, but it also gives so much XP, so I really don't want to like, and fatigue as well. Like higher rank stats gives you a lot of fatigue, relatively speaking. So I just also don't want to use it for shenanigans. That's why something like Shadow Dragon is way better for that. Because in Shadow Dragon, you can use like, can we reach this village in time? No, probably not. No, there's no way. Nah, fuck it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Run, guys, run.
Get out of here. Yeah, no, it's a pure water anyway.
Yeah. And pure water is good. There was a time where we spent like an extra half hour in the chapter just to get 2 pure waters in the
not today
in the master chapter, but yeah, not today.
Yeah, just get out of here. Yay, Amalda.
Run.
We did like the unit analysis for Amalda and Misha, and it's gonna be like, guys, like it'll be 3 chapters before we even use them.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, chapter 20, I'll definitely deploy them both. I think. Not sure exactly what their role will be. 20 is a very interesting chapter. It's a defense chapter. So there we'll be forced to play it out a little bit. It's going to be a lot of checking Fire Emblem WAD for that one. I can tell you that one in advance.
Oh yeah, check the reinforcements quick.
Yes. Which square is it? It's the green squares. What's the green squares? Oh,
what's the green ones?
I think this turn or next turn we'll see a funny interaction with the green units, the little civilians. You might have already spotted it if you're very observant, those of you watching at home. For reasons it went a bit too fast for him to notice, because I told him like right after it happened. Also,
yeah, no, I was looking at the recruited character list. I'm like, let me see who we saw like left to join. So
not many characters, I think. Chapter 20 doesn't have anyone during the chapter itself.
I've looked ahead.
Yeah, I think Dermot is left to join us, and then Sed and Sias, and Reinhardt, of course, Kappa Kappa. Who else exists in this game? That's about it, maybe. Avel, if we go to her chapter. She could be there. Maybe. If I want to. Oh, they're being held up by each other. That's nice.
I'm actually taking a look at Ivo. Like, what would she be looking at here? Don't look her up on the wiki if you want to avoid smoke. No, I'm kidding.
She'll probably look a lot like Misha, probably, when like she's dismounted. Maybe less magic. Alright, good job, civilians.
Well, she does have 8 movement though, so.
Yeah, that's pretty good. She has a leadership start too. It's kind of nice. Right, fly, mission. Don't get trapped though by these enemies. You just go here. This is a good spot. Good safe spot. Go here. Let's give Sleuth away in advance so we don't have to worry about him anymore. Let's see. I put a rescue staff on Salem in case someone like somehow ended up stuck behind another person and got left behind or something. Doesn't look like that's happening right now. What do you have? Okay, Homer, that's fine. You can keep him. I'll do
You've done a pretty good job here.
Thank you. So, let's go here.
Running away. Good job. We moved north.
Whatever is the upmost square, whatever is the lowest Y value, move that there. Move your unit there. We're just waiting on, I think, Amalda at this point? No, not Amalda. Edda. Okay, what I should do is send the people south, like I've been doing, but I just run them back for some reason. Send them south and have them, like, get ready for Edda, so that Edda can fly up there, dismount, and then get rescued by someone else to basically get an extra turn of movements. Are we at the enemy cap already? Damn. There should be 3 reinforcements every turn. Right, moving on up. I'm gonna speed up. I'm gonna speed up this part.
Yeah, it's all those brigands. I don't blame you.
Hey, move.
Let's just get out of here.
There's one part I want to see, but I don't think it's coming up this turn either. Move up, move up. There's a little bit of lag every time they're about to move too. That makes it extra annoying to sit through. Alright, 1 more, 2 more, 1 more.
Yeah. Does they all have boost stars or?
No, they do have like a base movement that's higher than most enemies to make sure they can catch up to you. So you can't just like feel the base level Alba and outspeed them, but it turns out I did that anyway. But, you can see these green units are still quite fine somehow. I think this boy has more move than the others. Let me double check that. Yeah, he's 6 move.
Yo, he's a sprinter.
These have 4. Yeah, he's scared.
Oh my god.
He's scared.
He's strong, Doge.
Yeah. Okay, Edda, keep running north. Stay out of range though, because they're actually getting kind of close-ish to her. But at this point, Amalda's ready, so we can go like... she's 8, so she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she'll be here. So if I put Amalda here, we can get her to safety instantly, I think.
There we go. Let's just get everyone else out of here then.
Yeah.
Leif.
You got these houses. All right, it's okay. Let me see if we can spot it this time. I think we can spot it this time because the NPCs only move 4 every turn, but the enemies move way more, so they should be in range now. Watch this. Are you seeing it?
Oh no, they don't attack. What the heck?
I'm using green units as a shield, and it works. So Miasis told me about this one. Apparently enemies that are originally on the map, like the ancient cavaliers that were attacking, like the Ulster army led by Connemore, they don't attack the civilians. They just run up to them and do absolutely nothing. The reinforcements will, I think, capture and or kill their civilians, but if they can't reach because they're further behind, or because the Ulster reinforcements are in the way, then these civilians are, turns out, quite tanky in a way.
There you go. They got that, what is it? They got that Clarine AI.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. It was like, you just wall them to Clarine style. Of course, when the reinforcements show up, eventually they'll just get, like, run over. But here, they're just getting blocked by the reinforcements because they put themselves in just the right position to make it really annoying for them to get past them for a turn.
And, like, help me out here. Are they walking up to the civilians and doing nothing, or are they trying to get past, and it just so happens that trying to get past them ends up next to the civilians?
Ooh, that might be the most technical question you've ever asked me. I don't know. I'm not that far into FE5 trivia yet. I've only cleared level 1. But
okay,
I don't know.
We've only cleared the first chapter.
Alright, get out of here with Edda. Run. This is fine. I think everyone is ready if we just make sure that they can reach the escape square. Because Amalda can escape while holding Edda. Although I wouldn't dismount Edda. So actually, what we should do is drop her off. So I'm going to move you out of the way. So that Edda's
Are there any
dropped
other units that we need to mount up, or no? Is it just Edda?
I think it's just Edda. Let me see. She needs to be in a square where she's 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is not close enough. We need to be closer. Take. And here. And take. And drop.
Let's get Leif closer too.
Yeah, he needs to be in range as well. And I think that's everyone ready to go.
That should be. Get the kid.
1, 2, 3.
Might as
5,
well.
6, 7. Okay, that didn't cost me anything. If he's working that hard to get out of here, I want to help him out here. Okay, let me speed through one more enemy phase while we get more units. I think we're at 50 enemies because we should be seeing reinforcements here, but there's just way too many enemies already for the game to handle. So
yeah, no.
After this,
the green units did a sufficiently bad job.
Yeah. Also, I think the brigands and the thieves managed to destroy all the villages, so they're just escaping from the map at this point.
Yeah, all right, see you.
Yeah, now there were some cav movements. Yep, there's the reinforcements. They're nabbing them, but he blocked the others off again. So that's going to be the only civilian nab this whole run, I think. Alright.
Not civilians, we did get the boy though.
We did get the boy. We were scared of them all. Okay, come
Stab
on.
boy.
Typical Mekkah, saving the highest movement unit only. SMH.
SMH, so predictable.
SMH. Alright, it's time to escape. Now, before we escape, there's one more thing I need to enlighten you all on, and that's the guidance chapter that's coming up in chapter 21, so 21X. That guidance you only get if you have any units left behind at this point, and that means either an enemy unit that captured them and escaped the map, or you were on an escape map and you left them behind, like you escaped with Leif before they could leave the map. I said before that if you leave those units behind, you can kind of treat them as if they're dead because they're not around for most of the game. But most of the game is over now, and we're getting to that point. So if you want to play that Gaiden and get all of its treasure or experience from it or whatever, this is a great chapter to leave units behind in. And tradition on my Iron Man streams is to leave behind Alba, which I'm going to do again. I'm actually not sure how much I will need the treasure from that Gaiden. Usually I do it to get 6 warp staves there, but I've barely used warp in this playthrough because, as Raisin said, movement tech isn't all that good in these games. Or in these kind of challenge playthroughs where your stats are so limited that you can't just cheese maps by killing the boss instantly. So I might leave Alba behind, get to the Gaiden chapter, and not even get him back, because what am I going to need him for at this point? So this might be the last thing that time we ever see Alba alive, besides maybe the prison chapter for a little brief bit.
No.
But I've already sacrificed Olwen, so at this point, you know, it seems legit. But I do think I want the Gaiden, because at the very worst, what I can do in that Gaiden is deploy 6 random units that I don't care about, and then run away turn 1. It's an escape map where you just start at the escape point, and then I just get a free fatigue reset on everyone for the next chapter.
That's pretty good.
Which is pretty good. So I might just do that. So now mount with Edda. This is the hardest move this turn.
There we go. That's the most complicated thing.
Yes.
And I guess like Ivel alone does not qualify for the whole. Like you have to have left someone behind, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Ivel is a special case. The way the game works back when she's around is a little bit different from most of the imprisoned units. Alright, so leave them behind. Let's get the kid out of here too before he starts crying.
There we go. We'll conscript you into the army.
Yes.
You got talent, kid.
Don't accidentally escape with him. He doesn't have any items on him, fortunately. One funny thing you can do if you're trying to get some items at the bottom, but you want to leave that unit behind, like let's say I wanted Fergus to stay behind for whatever foul reason that might be, I could have like an inventory like this with a bunch of weapons I don't care about, and have him visit a house, convoy warp the item that he gets, like let's say the ensorcel staff, for example, and then just escape with my other units and then leave him behind, and all these items would be gone, but the item that he convoy warp would still be around. So that's a fun trick you can do. And now I'm paranoid I didn't get the ensorcel, because did I get it?
Definitely got it.
I think Edda had it. I think Edda had it.
Oh no, it's on Amalda.
Amalda.
Or wait, maybe Edda?
I think Edda had it, because it's like the bottom house, right? Yeah,
you definitely picked it up.
Okay.
You definitely did.
Okay, good.
Nice.
I got like all the houses there. It should be fine. Okay, so Hicks, run away.
All right, Murphy.
Scapo. Next time, they'll be the ones retreating. It's honestly, in this chapter, if you're using the rearrange patch, you should field all the units with the best escape quotes. That's the only valid way to play it. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
I remember that one.
Get me out of here. Everyone else is being all heroic.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, get out of my way.
Probably the only time we see Sloof escape for a while. We've seen this one before. Misha's escape quote, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Nor Amalda's. Alright, let's see it. Wait, you've never seen Misha's escape quote?
I'll go first, sorry. Well, I usually don't deploy her. I never leave her behind. I'm not that cruel.
Kind of lame. Kind of a lame quote.
Look, they did their best. I can't fall here. I must retreat. Fergus, escape.
Alright, let's see Amalda. This is really the when's the escape quote tier list? There we go.
Amalda. What she got? I apologize for retreating before you could. Very formal. Very formal. Definitely an army person. But yeah, that's the whole squad. -1. Goodbye, Alba. We'll see you soon. Hold on tight, buddy.
See ya, Alba. No. At least we got the kid.
Yes, we got the kid. He'll help us next chapter for sure.
Oh yeah. Very useful.
Yes, very much so. Well, that's chapter 19 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Complete
very chill.
In many times moving up. And next time we'll be defending Castle Leinster as this whole army assaults us there. Look forward to it. Peace around, guys.
That's right.